the night in the cool southern rain. There's a full moon inside, shining down on the partridge rain. And the river she rises like she used to do. She's so full of surprises, she reminds me of you. In the heart of the night, heart of the night, heart of the night, talking about nothing.
Hey guys, welcome back to Encore Chat. I'm here with Bruce Stone, who goes by Acoustic Bruce. So you guys got to check out his website and and see what he's up to. He does a single act. He's all over the place. He's a well-rounded player. So Bruce, I want to ask you, how long have you been playing and how'd you get started? Start from the beginning.
I am playing now my entire life.
Okay, which is 12 years? What?
Yeah, well over 12 years.
Okay.
My dad saw that I was a lonely kid,
Mm-hmm.
and he went out and he got me a guitar for $5 that I could still see he and I handing the money over for the moldy old brown mahogany guitar that sat on top of the refrigerator in a basement.
Okay.
And then he got me a book, How to Play the Blues.
Ah, okay.
Which was good for my state of mind.
Yes.
First two songs I learned were Key to the Highway.
Okay.
Good place to start. And Frankie and Johnny.
Okay. Okay.
And then from there, it moved on.
That's awesome. That's great. Now, Bruce, were you schooled? Did you take lessons or not? Because not everybody does, and I'm not sure. Did you study at all or do it? Or?
Yeah, I did. Mostly for voice. My aunt and uncle in Cedarhurst, Long Island,
Okay.
would entertain my presence
Okay.
every other week, where I learned to sing in Italian,
Okay.
and I would get formal voice lessons more often than not. The music lessons I kind of resisted, but the voice lessons I found fantastic. I really felt like I was in the middle of doing it right, singing in Italian.
Yeah, doing a whole. Now, did it help you? I mean, did you tell me and tell the people out there like how important was it to you as far as your foundation, just everything? Like, how'd you feel? Which was great. You were just saying.
This past summer, I sang for 120 days in a row, outside in the heat.
Wow.
At Bahama Breeze, which is a wonderful place to play. And had I not training, I cannot imagine that I could actually sing 4 to 11 hours a day by myself and get through and be ready for the next day.
Wow.
So the value of formal training must have had a real impact on me as a kid.
Effect on you, sure.
Had to.
How to train right and how to do the correct thing.
There's so many guys I know, could you sing for 120 days?
No, exactly. Especially, so you're obviously singing right and doing the right thing.
It must be.
You have to be, yeah.
And the playing I picked up, from everybody along the way, and, the players of the time, and the acoustic players of the time, and Hendrix or Crosby, Stills, Nash, or Beatles, or whatever worked.
Got everybody on there. Yeah, it made everybody. That's what sparked a lot of people, I think, hopefully, in the music business.
And I think my parents saw that it was just, look, he's taken to that.
He's got it. Yeah.
Because my grandfather sang. My father didn't sing, but my grandfather did.
Okay.
So I guess I got it from him.
And that's how you did it. That's great. Now, how do you feel, Bruce, about again, I'm going to say we're old school. When I mean old school, we grew up with the Beatles. We grew up with music coming out great every week, different albums. You read it. It was stories. It was just the whole music industry was buzzing, as you know. It was a great, not that it's a bad time now, but it was great. And now we're into the technology. Now we're into the, let's look on and learn this riff and let's do that. What's your opinion of it as far as, the internet? Like, good, bad?
It's a useful learning tool, tremendous useful learning tool for people just starting out. And even for me to, let's say I want to pick up a song or something, I can find it on YouTube, or you can find almost anything. It doesn't really get your hands on it. And there's nothing that can replace sitting down with your guitar alone in a room and playing it 5,000 times.
Right, and learning. Okay.
But the fact that you can go get a video from anybody, from either from John McLaughlin to John Hyatt, lots of Johns, and just see exactly how they do it. When I was a kid, to get that information was impossible.
Yeah, you had to just really work at it. You had to.
Right. I don't think a lot of the modern music seems to rely on true musicianship, and my jury is out on that right now.
Okay.
It doesn't thrill me a whole lot. A lot of the stuff that comes out, I find it to be musicianless, and with a lot of cheat and shortcut tools, doesn't teach you to play and sing.
Right.
So again, having that background of a relatively real music background, learning about it and learning how to sing for real, put me in a different place.
Yeah. And you know, the nice thing too, and I'm sure you would have to agree, this is something that you have to learn. Meaning whatever you put into it, you're going to get out of it. You know, and you'll always have it, right?
I've always had it.
That's what I mean, for years. You know what I mean? It's like you'll never, even fast forward 20 years from now, you could still pick up, saying you haven't even played, you could still pick it up.
You're right.
And play.
I never thought about that. You're right. I could.
And you'll always have it.
I could be like on my kayak out of the North Atlantic, right? Going around the world and go, I can play Stairway to Heaven, sure.
Johnny, row your boat, doing that stuff,
You're right.
Yeah, so now, Bruce, if you got something to say to kids or adults, it doesn't matter, everybody that's out there, you got to realize something. I'm going to say this, and I want Bruce to stress on this. When you get older, it doesn't matter whether you're young or you're old. When I say older, like my age, you can always play. You can always take an instrument up at any time. It's not something that you have to do when you're 5 years old or 7. You can do it, and it's not like sports where there comes a time you physically can't do it sometimes anymore. As long as you're not arthritic, you can play. And what would you say to kids or anybody that's out there as far as how important music has helped you, from self-esteem, from playing, from discipline?
Across the board.
Okay.
Across the board. My best friend, my best spiritual friend, development, appreciation, even just looking at a beautiful scene and applying the vibrations of the beautiful scenery into your hands. It sounds a little spacey, but like you end up being a conduit for the universe. You just, all of a sudden there's beauty coming out of you that's full circle. And you feel tremendous when you do that. Yeah. That's a feeling that could never be replaced. Yeah. And I have people coming up to me, all ages. A lot of kids come up, they always want to play. A lot of older people come up and they go, "Oh, can I do this?" And I say, well, and then I put them through a short little mini musical test. And most of them can do it.
Yeah, you got them.
Can you clap your hands? Can you,
Can you count?
Most people, to some degree or another, can realize a certain level of instrumental proficiency or vocal proficiency, and enough to entertain themselves and to make a difference in their lives and other people's lives too.
Yeah. And how important is it as therapeutic, right?
Are you asking the right question?
Right?
I don't know where I'd be without it. I mean, it's 2 a.m. and things aren't going well, and you're going through a tough time. It's always there.
Yeah.
The wood and the strings are always there.
Yeah.
Nothing can ever replace that. I really couldn't really put it into words. Yeah. It's just always been, you pick it up, and it's there.
And here's what I want to ask you too while we're on this subject, very important. When you write original stuff, right? When we talk about the inspiration and we talk about, like, how does the creativity, how it comes out, depending on the mood that you're in, right? Right? And that's the best
it's
about.
It's so magical. I mean, you could listen to Keith Richards talk about it, and he again talks about being a conduit from the universe. And after it's done, after you get it rolling a little bit, let's say you're working on a few changes and some melody and some words, all of a sudden you've created something. I mean, it's pure art. It's magnificent.
And it comes straight out from you. Like sometimes you don't even realize what you're saying, and the words trickle through and things like that.
Exactly.
It's
what
all
a feeling.
It's all feeling. It's all.
Is there anything else like that?
No. Not that I know of, but that's why we're here today, and it's important to talk to people who have never tried an instrument and how I feel it's, my own personal, I don't know what you want to call it, crusade, so to speak, is,
No, you're not
is
alone,
to get the word out for people to learn and to enjoy music, because it's feeling. It's like art in the sense of painting. You know, regardless what it looks like, you know what, that you're the one that's doing it. You know, you're the one that's creating that paper, and same thing with you're the one that's playing that music, whether it be piano, guitar, voice, singing. You know, they're all instruments, man. They're all instruments. So that's what we're here to talk about. And Bruce, I want to thank you so much, my man, for coming out and giving me the insight on it, and everything is very important for the knowledge. And guys, listen, again, go see it. Okay, it's Bruce Stone. It's Acoustic Bruce. Check out his website, and like, he plays all over, so check him out and look for him. All right, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Say goodbye, Bruce.
Bye-bye, acousticbruce3.com.
Oh, look at that. Really put an effort in to learn an instrument. It's so, so important. Thanks again for lending an ear. Thanks for stopping in to Encore Chat. I'm Pete Schmeeds, that owns a small little store called Schmeeds Music, 831 Route 10 East in the Pine Plaza Shopping Center in Whippany, New Jersey. Thanks, guys, and stay in touch to see more videos to come.